Yes, my fans, this is your boy Bunny again, coming to you with another little talk. As I always said, if it is the first time on the channel, don't forget to like, share, comments, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so this is me, your boy Bunny, and I'm just showing some flowers. Not because I want to show flowers, but yeah, I have flowers, so I just show flowers. Anyway, forget about the rubbish. Yeah, what I'm coming to talk to you today about, I'm gonna go into my school days back again and tell you a little bit about me. You see, I was talking to a young lady this week, and she's Jamaican parents, but she born in the UK, and she was really asking me some question about Jamaica. I think she been to Jamaica one time, and she can remember a few places in Jamaica, and she was asking me some question about Jamaica. And one of the places that she asked me about is a place called Bath Fountain in St. Thomas, because I think our parents is from St. Thomas and I am from St. Thomas, so she wanted to know a few bits and pieces. And one of the questions that she asked me is about roti. But I said to her, listen, the roti that I used to and know, we call it bummy back home. We call it bummy. I'm not talking about cassava bummy. I'm talking about roti, where we need the flour and we flat it out in the pot to the back of our hand like this and make flat jack. Yeah, flat jack. And she asked me what we heat that with. So I said you can heat that with anything at all. You can fry up chicken back, you can fry up chicken, you can steam callaloo, cabbage, even some cocoa heart. Tie them up, boil them, chop them up with some saltfish. Listen, when we're back home, you take anything and make a meal. I remember this thing we call in England here, we call it chocho, but they call it some fin, whatever it is. But we call it chocho back home. Chocho is a thing where you slice up and you steam that down with saltfish and you heat that with anything at all. So a lot of stuff where we heat back home, the people who, although they are West Indian parents, but they don't have the slightest idea about these things. So we really and truly have a good little laugh and a good little talk, because she never know a lot of stuff I was telling her about. But what I want to talk about is myself, because I start cook from I was 10-year-old. 10-year-old I started to cook. Believe me, 10-year-old I started to cook from. And I was cooking family dinner. And when I was cooking family dinner, then we never have gas stove. We did have a kerosene stove, but we never cook on the kerosene stove more than the ordinary. We cook on the wood fire in the kitchen. And sometimes you can't even reach the pot, because it's like a jester make the pot up here with 2 brick, with cross bed iron, and underneath it just have all the wood pack up underneath there. And we have to have a bench where we stand on to turn the pot that we can see, because me show liquor in them days there, so you can't see up there. And I'm cooking big dinner for my mom and dad and children from the age of 10. So what you saw happen, when you go put the food in a pot, stand on the bench, put them in, and then when you go stir the pot, stand on the bench and you stir them in, and the way you have to do. But let me tell you something. Growing up in Jamaica as a child, things that we do in the UK right now, if that was there, they'd have said, if that happened in the UK right now, they'd have called it child abuse. Because I'm telling you, growing up as a child, when you wake up in the morning, this is the truth. When you wake up in the morning, your first job is to go a bush and tie up the goat. Because we couldn't leave the goat a bush overnight. Because we used to have dog, used to eat goat. You would tie out the goat and you left them a bush, and the morning when you go back there, a pair rope you find. Dog name your goat during the night. Anyway, so the first thing you do when you get up in the morning, you carry the goat a bush, you tie them out. When you finish tying them out, you go and look at the rabbit feeding. Because the rabbit feeding is bush. You pick bush for the rabbit. And then you come back home. When you come back home, you feed the rabbit. Then you have to go down at the gully. Way down at the gully. We have 3 different gullies where we catch water from. One called Tank, one called Rodney, and one called Brother Wall Gully. We have to go at one of them gully there for water. And sometimes we have to carry 2 trips of water or 3 trips of water before we go to school. So when you carry the water and you come back, you go wash up or bathe or whatever you do. When you finish that, you go have your breakfast. After you finish your breakfast, you probably get some coconut oil and rub your hand and your foot and your face coconut oil. I'm not talking about Vaseline, I'm talking about coconut oil. And your foot then shine. And then time they go to school, a barefoot, short trousers, khaki. But then time your khaki is crisp, your khaki is shine and the seamy night, you know. Yeah? And you go to school. But them time though you don't get a whole book neither, you know. One book are cut all in 2 pieces. Yeah. And then you hurry up breakfast and then you hurry up along the road. Then school is about 3 miles. Depends on where you take where you walk. Whether you walk around the road and you go through shortcut. About 3 miles to go to school. Yeah? And you have to go to school. And if you're late, sometimes when we go to school and we're late, you know, going to school, you stay up at the bush, up top of the school, and you watch until when break time come and kids come out for break. You go down and go in a school that time. You know, and get beaten away, but if you turn up in a school, when school start, you get some lick, put your hand out, you get licked. If you move your hand too regular, you get way back. And then put down one corner to stand up. And you have to take your right hand and hold your left ears and take the left foot and hold it. You have them kind of punishment there. Time you go to school, you hear of a comb. Because if you hear no comb and you go to school, teacher push a pencil through it, and if it come up, if it not come up, they might comb that for you. So that's how school used to run back home. So, but don't get me wrong, it used to be fun at school. Because, you know, when you go to school, if you want to save your lunch money, you know, before you go to school, you will go to the kitchen and you will take up a breadfruit, or a piece of yam, or a hand of banana, and you carry that to school with you. And you go to the canteen and you hand that in. And once you hand that in, your name put on the paper for free lunch. So, when lunchtime comes, you don't have to spend your lunch money. So what we do, we take that lunch money and we buy marble, and we play marble and win. So you always have money. When school over now, you know, so you have your duty if you go home, go do. But my fans, we will stay out and play marble until it's late. And then when you remember, say you have to go home, go for the goat bush. And you run when you go home, you know. Sometimes it get dark. And when you go to the bush, you have to go through some bush to get them, you know. But you know what? You still have to go. And you still have to look rabbit feeding. And you can't make certain bush going to the rabbit feeding. Because some bush poison us rabbits. So you have to look special bush for them. So, may I tell you, growing up as a boy in Jamaica, it nice, but some part of it is rough. Some part is rough. But there is some really nice fun part. Some nice fun, because as a child growing up, and when Saturday come and Sunday come, and you have to go out and meet up with a friend and play games and enjoy yourself, it's really, really nice, man. Really nice. So I'm not saying grow up in the West Indies is all bad. We play different type of game. Different type of game. We used to cut stick, and we used to shape out gig, and we used to put nail light and we play with gig, and we used to play this thing called pinkies. So you draw a ring, make a circle with the X, you put a stick in it, and you say pink is 1, pink is 2, 8, pink is 3, and if you take out the stick, the more number where you get, and the more you get to play for the other person gig. And sometimes, man, we bust other people gig, bust it into chip off piece of it, you know, and to it, all those things were just fun. Those things was fun. Kids nowadays are grow up, they don't know what is fun, man. They don't know what is fun. You know, fighting, yeah, we do fight growing up as a boy. We do fight. But let me tell you, me and you will have a big blow up today and a big fight today. And tomorrow we're the best of friend. Yeah, we're the best of friend. But nowadays, if you and a man have something, and you hear him say, boy, I soon come, I soon come. I'm telling you, don't stand there and wait for him to come back. Because these young men nowadays, they now bet you, and they don't know when you fist. They don't know nothing when you fist. When they come back, either a gun, or a knife, or a big stick, if you can come back to you. They now come for have a fight with you and done. So, you know, I will say to any man, any person out there who and somebody catch up for whatever reason, don't bet them. The best to walk away. If you're a driver, go down the road and somebody bad drive you, or you bad drive somebody, I'm telling you the best thing for you to do, lift up your hand and say, sorry, sorry mate, sorry, and carry on drive, don't even stop. Because sometimes even when you say sorry to them, they're still angry. It's like they depend on some form of drugs, they can't say the word sorry. They don't know the word sorry. So man, I'm saying, if you a drive, or you and somebody have any little thing and they say, I'm coming, just leave, for whatever reason, don't wait. Because these young men nowadays, they're not betting. You know? And I pray to God that these young men who is carrying the knife and the gun and the stick and whatever they're carrying for damage people, I pray that they will find God as their Savior. Because I know personally that the reason why these young men behaving like that, because they don't know God for themselves. If they know who God is, they will never do what they're doing. So I pray that these young men will find Jesus as their Lord and Savior. Remember where we're coming from as a child. I know these young men nowadays, because some people, when I watch it in the YouTube channel, and I see some of the guys, them where, I'm in England now, what, 28, 29 years now. And I saw some young man where I do murder. And when I look on some of them, they never born when I left Jamaica. Some of them probably like a baby when I left Jamaica. And they are the people them who are doing all this killing. So I pray to God that these young men will find Jesus. Put down the gun, put down the knife. Find Jesus. Come out of the darkness and get into the light, that you can know the difference between wrongs and right. Knowing that whatever you is doing, it is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. Young man, young girl, not just Jamaica, around the world, even the UK here, because this killing still going on here. So, young man killing young man by knife or by gun, taking away the young girl and rape them, that is going on in Jamaica. But I pray to God that these young men will find Jesus and know the difference between right and wrong. Get out of the dark, come into the light. And I want to say, I pray that God will minister to your heart, that you will do the right thing, young man, and even young girl. If you're in drugs or whatever situation, in prostitution, find Jesus. He is the only source. I was in darkness. I used to break into people's house. I break into people's house. I break into people's shop. I could have lost my life. But look, here I am today, trying to tell someone Jesus is the only way. He is the truth and He is the light. Find Him for yourself and realize how good and wonderful He is. He is my Savior, my deliverer, my waymaker, and my problem solver. He is your deliverer, your waymaker, and your problem solver. But you need to find Him for yourself and know who Him is. This is all I have to say. And I leave you with peace and love, and a big God bless you. Stay safe, stay blessed, until we catch again. And don't forget, if it's the first time on this channel, don't forget to like and share, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, that any video that goes up, you will get it first hand. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come and subscribe to this channel. Be a part of the family. God bless you. I'm out. Peace and love.